So the folks over at Stainless Bottle Stopper sent me one of each of their new stainless steel honey dipper kits. Super excited to make some handles for these, and I get to use my new 2-inch thick Honeycomb for it. So let's get to making some handles. Alright guys, so I got my molds ready. I'm using my 2-inch wide by 2-inch deep by 6.5-inch long molds made out of HDPE. I got a video on how to make these and where you can get or where you can buy them, so I'll have a link to that. But I'm gonna pop these in the oven. I like to heat up my molds, especially the square ones. Resin likes a warm environment anyway, so I always do that before I cast. Now I'm gonna go for two different kind of colors, two different blanks here. So the first one, I'm just gonna go for kind of an amber color, go for that kind of honeycomb look. So I'm just gonna use an Alumilite dye, make it transparent and amber colored. The other one, I pulled out some of my Caster's Choice powders, thought I'd try something new. White Pearl and the new Spruce Green that they came out with. I thought I'd just kind of swirl some colors together, see how it turned out. So, like I said, popping these guys in the oven. The only other thing I want to mention is the honeycomb, I always like to wash it off with acetone before I cast it. So I kind of dunked it in there. You can kind of let it soak for 15-20 minutes. Just takes off any surface contaminants, anything that might have been in the air. I'm in a shop where my dad does machining and stuff, so there's solvents and who knows, there's things on your fingers. I like to wash anything like that off just to make sure you get the best adhesion possible. They're ready. The one caution I have is if you soak them in acetone, make sure that you let them dry fully and maybe even blow them off with some air. But we got everything ready at this point, so let's get the camera up tight and we'll just start making some blanks. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention is Stainless Bottle Stoppers also sells a mandrel specific for this kit. And it's the same thing as a bottle stopper mandrel, but it has a shoulder that matches the shoulder of, the part of the stainless honey dipper kit piece that's going to meet up with your blank. So let's get started on the drilling. They're 1/2-inch holes. I'm going to use a Forstner bit. They go in about 3/4 inch or so just to make sure you can get this thing fully buried in there. We'll 5-minute epoxy it in, and then once it's fully dried, I'm probably going to leave it overnight to dry fully. Once that's ready, we'll slap it on the lathe and start turning it. overall, I'm excited. This thing turned out great. It looks fabulous. I was kind of going for that like honey look kind of thing, and that yellow tinted resin turned out pretty awesome. Had a blast turning this. I really had no plan going into it. I just kind of chucked it up and started cutting away, and this is what I came up with for the yellow one. I liked the shape of that, and then I did something a little different for the white and green one. Both turned out great. They were really fun to turn. Like I said, you can just kind of slap it up on the lathe and just have at it, you know, put all kinds of little details or whatever you want on them. But they are a pretty quick project to knock out. Great stocking stuffer idea with the holidays coming up. So head over to stainlessbottlestoppers.com if you want to pick up one of these. They got 2 different designs of the honey dippers. And obviously they have stainless bottle stoppers as well. So they got lots of different stuff over there. Great guys over there. So go and check out their website. And if you guys want to make aluminum honeycomb blanks like the one I made, I have the 2-inch thick panels now for sale on my website. So they're 2-inch thick, 5-inch by 8-inch sheet with the 1/4-inch cell. So I'm excited about that. It was fun using that stuff in this project. Those are available now on my website. There will be a link on the screen here and down in the show notes. The other thing that I decided to do was make a bunch of blanks. And I just went for kind of a similar shape as the ones that I made. So they're 3 inches long. I got 1 each of the 2 that I made, that I cast today, 1 of them left. And then I did a black and yellow, I did a lime green, a couple of those, blood red, and I did a red, white, and blue with kind of clear resin. So got a bunch of blanks on my site, and I also got one of these graffiti, I call these graffiti blocks. They got honeycomb, and then there's clear resin mostly with fluorescent, you know, I don't know, swirls and all that kind of stuff, fluorescence and interference powder. So these guys are available on my website as well for anybody that doesn't really want to make your own blanks but wants to partake in the honeycomb, the aluminum honeycomb blanks for these. These would probably work great for duck calls, I'm guessing too. They're 3 inches long and they're about 1 3/4, something like that, 1 5/8 square. So got those on my website as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this project. I had a blast making it. It was a really fun project. And again, thank you to Stainless Bottle Stoppers, the folks over there, for sending these out so I could play with them. So if this is your first time on my channel, we do all kinds of resin casting projects, tips and tricks, and experiments around here. So if you're interested in that, definitely hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that little notification bell down in the bottom also so you get notified when new videos get posted. And if you're thinking about getting into resin casting but you're not really sure where to begin, check out my ebook, The Beginner's Guide to Resin Casting. It answers all those beginner questions like what kind of resin should I use, and you know, what equipment and tools do I need to get started. It'll help you kind of get over that initial learning curve so you can get into the shop and start resin casting on your own. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.